So I got a little sidetracked with that first video. A lot of stuff going through my head, things I got to do outside of fixing this boat. I want to give a shout out to Mr. Barry Luke out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I've been watching your channel for quite a while, and I'm on not a very strict budget, but pretty decent budget to get this boat fixed up and have something real nice to fish out of, something to bring the family on the river with, and you know, just go out and have a good time, man. Also, Hot Action Fishing and Fab, Curtis. A lot of inspiration came from him. He's pretty good. Go check his channel out. Go check out Mr. Barry Luke's channel. Andy over at Boatworks Today. Watch a lot of his videos, and guys got it dialed in pretty well. There's several other videos on YouTube that you can go look at, but yeah. So my plans for this boat is to remove all the rotten wood. The transom's completely rotten. The floor is rotten in the front. There's a hatch that goes to the access panel. I'm sorry, there's an access panel that goes to the fuel tank for you to get to your fuel sending unit and your fill tube and hoses and things of that nature. And it seems that when that hatch was installed, they didn't epoxy the holes that they drilled to install the little twist hatch lid on, and seems water got in there and rotted over time, and the boat sat up, and guy bought it from his yard for the past 6 years. Hasn't been ran. He told me that the engine ran whenever he parked it, but he noticed that he was getting some slack in its transom, and he brought it to a guy in Garyville, Louisiana, and they quoted him $4,000 to replace the transom and the floor in the boat. So he just let it set up, and just never really did anything with it. So eventually he decided to sell it, and I picked it up for, I think I paid right at $3,000 for it. He was asking $5,000, and I was able to get him down. I'm happy with the purchase. Did I pay more than I probably should have? Yes, but in the long run, it'll be worth it, because I really have been searching for a hull just like this, outside of building one completely from scratch. This isn't the first boat I've rebuilt. I'm not a professional by any means. I'll get by with the way I know how to do things, and I'm more than happy to take advice from people who know better than I do. I try to operate off of common sense when it comes to doing things of this nature. But the plan is to go back with a Baltic birch plywood. You can get it at Lowe's, like $50 a sheet for a 3/4 inch 4x8. Saturated polyester resin, chop strand mat, and I have a few rolls of woven roving that we're going to use. I plan to raise the floor approximately 3 inches and cut down the cap to where it's flush with the top of the actual hull. So all in all, we'll be standing a little higher in the boat. The boat it won't sit a little lower in the water, but the cap will be lower to the water. And the idea is to be able to fish in shallower areas, but also have that big deep V hull in the front to be able to handle rogue waves. Christ, there's been times we're fishing out of Bell Pass and Grand Isle and Caminada Pass where the wind will pick up and you'll go from a 2-foot chop to 4-foot swells in a matter of minutes. So what I'd like to do is be able to take my family fishing, go fishing with my buddies, by myself, and know that the boat I have can handle the water that we're in. And ultimately, it's peace of mind and safety overall. But I haven't ordered a GoPro yet. I will here very soon. And I'll start documenting all the things I do as I go through, and I'll start destructing the boat. I'll show you some little tips and tricks that I've learned along the way. Like I said before, I'm not by no means a professional, but there are a certain few tools. If you possess them, it'll make your job a little bit easier. But whenever I get to a point where I'm ready to start working on it, then I'll upload another video, and feel free to comment, share, subscribe, and let me know what you guys think. Tight lines, boys.